Hey, what's up, folks? We're live. Bob and Mike from OddsJam Sports Nuts with last minute betting. New opening, Mike. You like it?
I like it.
Hey, don't forget to like this show and subscribe to this YouTube channel, please. We're picking up more and more followers, subscribers on a daily basis. Live chat is available. And don't forget, BetMGM and PointsBet sign-up bonuses are below, along with Underdog Fantasy and Thrive Fantasy deposit match. They're below in the description. All kinds of things going on tonight. World Series.
Yes, sir.
NHL, NBA. We're going to find some bets for you. We've already found some bets earlier in the day. And a couple of college football games on tonight, too. And, Mike, I just wanted to let you know that Thursday night, when Jordan Thackeray is going to be with us, there will be another equinox, another sports equinox. Major League Baseball World Series is playing. NFL will be playing the NBA and the NHL. It doesn't happen very often. But
no, we've had that. We've had it a couple of times, and so far, and here we are again. And yeah, it's awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Lots of bets to hit. Lots of bets out there this time of year. So,
you want to hear something also really weird?
Yeah, I like weird stuff.
Houston and Philadelphia are playing in football and in baseball Thursday night.
Yeah.
Hey, we got lots of news to cover here with all of the trades. A lot of activity going on in the NFL with, I guess, the Bills acquired Hines from the Colts. The Dolphins got Chubb from the Broncos.
Bradley Chubb, yes. That's the one I like the most.
Yes. The Bears, I have no idea what the Bears are doing. Acquired Claypool from the Steelers. This is probably a really good deal, Mike. The Lions dealt Hockenson. Hockenstein, is that how you say it?
Hockenson. TJ Hockenson, Bob. Yeah. You know him.
To the Vikings. Why would you deal within your division? I don't get that. The Falcons traded Calvin Ridley to the Jaguars. Why the Jaguars wanted him is beyond me, unless they got him for nothing. The Dolphins acquired the 49ers' Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, we were just talking about him too.
Right. I know.
On the radio show, him and McCaffrey and the duo, and then they dealt him. So
right. Awuzie from the Bengals tore his ACL. He's out for the year. And sad news, Adam Zimmer, son of Mike Zimmer, died. That's a very terrible thing. And, other than that,
look, Bob, none of these trades do anything tremendous. They don't shake up the league or anything big. The Bradley Chubb going to Miami is the one that I think is probably the best impact and the biggest impact, because Miami is already a legit threat right now, and that is something they very much lack and really desperately need, in a guy that can get after the quarterback. When you look at the guys they're going to be playing in that AFC, the Mahomes, the Allens, and the Lamar Jacksons, you're definitely, although they are, come playoff time, they already beat Baltimore without Bradley Chubb, but I think this is a big move for them. Definitely one that probably has the most impact. But, man, there's nothing that, strikes me as game-changing.
You don't think that Hockenson trade could be really big for Kirk Cousins? I mean, do you remember when he had Kyle Rudolph?
Yes. I do think that can be.
I think that's a bigger move than what anybody thinks.
Yes, that one I like a little bit, but Hockenson has really not been what we've have been seeing out of him. I know he's dealt with injuries and such, but I think that for me, the biggest move is Bradley Chubb going to Miami. Everything else, Claypool going to Chicago. Look, yeah. I mean, that doesn't strike me as anything. I don't. That's not going to make Chicago any more than what they are. You still have Justin Fields.
Mike, I'm going to go another route here. I've got to ask this question. I really want to know what you think. When did Jalen Hurts become a top-notch quarterback? When the hell this happened?
I mean, he's been putting up some numbers. I mean, even last season he had a decent year, but I think that it was expected that Jalen Hurts would be able to put up numbers this season. When you looked at the addition of A.J. Brown, that was a big move for them. He's got lots of receivers, lots of weapons, good offensive line. They have a good defense. We talked about them last season, maybe with their first-round matchup with Tampa Bay, maybe covering that spread, in which they didn't. But we thought Philadelphia was kind of a sneaky team. And, not only that, let's call a spade a little bit. Philadelphia has not played a whole lot of people yet either. So that helps your numbers, certainly. But you got to put up the numbers against the bad teams. I mean, your schedule is your schedule. You can't. I mean, that's what they were dealt. That's no knock on them.
Hurts had one of the lowest completion percentages in the league last year out of starting quarterbacks.
Yeah,
so
but
when did he become so good? Because when he was in college, he was not a good passer. His running ability, and also, Mike, he looks thinner, he looks in better shape, and he looks faster. Oh, by the way, cheers, Dr. Pepper to you too.
Oh, nice, Bob. I think he's got the weapons. They've got a good offense here. And it always helps when you've got guys to throw the football to, and a good offensive line and a good defense as well. That definitely helps. I mean, I'm not super surprised on Philadelphia. I was pretty high on Philadelphia coming into this season, and I knew they were going to have a little bit of an easy schedule, which, again, you can't do nothing about that. I mean, we can't sit here and take away from the fact they are undefeated so far.
Right.
I mean, they've played bad teams that have beaten teams or played against good teams and played them tough. So they're still playing NFL quality teams. So
better watch out for that NFC East, man. All of them. I'm telling you right now, Taylor Heineke is a come from behind quarterback. He does not give up. He's raw, but you know what he's got? He's got heart, man. That kid don't quit, and he gets pumped up. That whole NFC East. Did you see this coming? That the NFC East is the division right now, really, in all of football.
No, but I also didn't see Seattle coming, who just beat one of those NFC East teams that you talked about, and the Red Hot Giants, who had been dynamite. Seattle looks good. I mean, it's been a surprise in the NFC. It feels like in the NFC it's wide open. Even teams like Tampa Bay, the Rams, I think you can pretty well pencil them out pretty soon. I mean, I don't think the Rams are going to compete.
I'll tell you, I was talking to my brother the other day about this. Pete Carroll is a master motivator. And did they not have an ungodly draft? And that Walker, the third kid, dude, that is a star in the making. I mean, he's big time potential, Mike.
You got to give a lot of credit to Geno Smith, Bob. This is a guy who has been a backup quarterback and a guy that a lot of people thought coming out of college from West Virginia and the big, offense they had there had potential, but never really showed it. He's just been kind of a guy that's bounced around, but he's played behind some good quarterbacks, and has taken that with what he can and has made himself a better quarterback by learning behind some of those veteran guys he played behind. And I'm happy that he's able to showcase some of his abilities here. And Bob, he's got, the highest completion percentage in the NFL right now. I mean, the guy's unbelievable now. You got to give him credit.
All right. I'm going to share my screen real quick, Mike, because had a nice little conversation with Randall, and we talked about this. I don't know whether you guys know this or not, but on screen, you can actually drop down and get player props. And I just clicked on player receiving yards, and now you can get the odds for Devontae Smith and find out that you can. There's a few books that got it at 53.5. Anywhere from 50.5 to 55.5. I mean, 50.5 on FanDuel and PointsBet, Mike, is huge. This is a game changer for you bettors out there.
Oh, okay? Yeah, tremendously.
Look at AJ Brown, 68.5. Now, folks, I'm just going to tell you, they put out an email on this. There's probably going to be a charge if you want this service down the road. But I'm telling you right now, you want it because it's going to make you money. Look at AJ Brown, over or under 68.5 if you want. That's huge, Mike. I mean, that's, you've got the underdog fantasy at 74.5. That's big. And even PointsBet has his number at 70.5. I think this is really a huge game changer. And I didn't realize that drop down was there. And I knew that we had, money line and everything there. And you are still going to have, I think, money line, point spread, and total points that you're going to be able to look at. But if you want the player props, you're going to have to pay for it. And I'm telling you, it is worth it. What do you think about that, Mike? I really didn't know that was there.
That's huge, because you don't know how many times I've missed player props, and it's been, I had over 10.5 rebounds, and he only had 10 rebounds. I mean, good, yeah. Oh man, I've had that happen many, many times. So that is huge to be able to get some of those, find those differences and where the lines are set, and finding some value and a couple of yards difference, or some cases 5-10 yards difference for a guy on his over under is huge.
Look at this. Let's do this real quick. I just clicked NHL. It's beautiful. Let's click player shots on goal, just for the heck of it, which is my favorite NHL player prop.
Agreed, Stephen.
And look at this.
And agreed there too.
John, over and under on, Alex Killorn, you could get him at 1.5 player shots on goal. There are some fantastic. Coco even agrees, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, and Stephen Batts has said the books themselves are going to sign up for OddsJam with that. That's great. That's the greatest Stephen. Line of the day, Stephen.
That was good, Stephen. All right, I'm going to get out of this. I'll let you do your bet tracker and what have you. I do want to tell you one thing, though. I'm on the Phillies tonight.
No, that's fine. I'm going against them. I'm a Houston Astros guy. Got some money riding on them from the future, or from the past.
From the future.
From the past. But I'm going with Houston to bounce back, Bob. I mean, I know everybody's making out, Suarez getting to pitch tonight. Bob, Houston lit him up in the end of the regular season, last few games, and not only that, they lit up Nola and Wheeler. I mean, I know they lost one game, but what makes you think Ranger Suarez is going to be any big difference? I mean, look, I'm on the Astros tonight. I'm on the Astros. But let's get into the good stuff here, because you see some green check marks. That means these are already bets I've hit and that I'm on. This Vucevic play looks really good at -105 on BetMGM, is over 2.5 player assists. Looking at this line earlier, let me see where we're at on it now. Yeah, this is a great play. I put a full unit on this one. This is probably one of my favorite bets I have out. So -135 is what they're pricing the over on Pinnacle is, right? They're giving you +101 on the under. So a sharp book like Pinnacle is saying, look, we're not risking giving you value on the over. We think that's more likely to hit. we'll give you plus odds on the under. And you go and look at BetMGM, they're juicing the heck out of their under, but they're going to give you minus 105 on the over. And a lot of other books, PointsBet, FanDuel, Caesars, BetRivers, they even favor this over to hit. So this is a tremendous play, Bob. Vucevic over 2.5 assists. Look, that he's that kind of player anyway. He can do it a little bit of all of it. He's a pretty crafty player. He can rebound. He can dish out. He can score a little bit for a big. He's a good player. So loved that bet. Added that to the bet tracker. Look, I took Paul on his under points tonight, under 12.5, and I couldn't resist what I was seeing value wise. Look at FanDuel and Caesars, Bob, and what they price the under at. Look what we get it for at plus 100. Now Pinnacle, look at their line on this play. On the under, minus 137, plus 102 on the over. I mean, a lot of books are favoring this play. Even BetRivers slightly favors the under by 10 cents. They're not willing to give you, plus odds, even consider, and nowhere is, except BetMGM, plus 100.
BetMGM is good for that. And folks, we've got the link below. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM, you should. It's a great book, and I highly recommend it.
Absolutely. I took Adebayo on his over 30.5 PRA. Looked outstanding, minus 110. Well, it's half a unit for me on this one. I say outstanding. That Vucevic one was outstanding. This one's great, though. And if we just go by Pinnacle, Pinnacle prices it at minus 140. So tremendous value on that.
Where's it at when you take the juice out? Minus 114?
Yeah, minus 114. So we're definitely getting good value there. And most books favor it. Literally every book except this book right now.
People get confused, Mike, with when we talk to them about the Pinnacle line and then the no vig fair odds. What are we doing with that no vig fair odds column? We're taking the juice out of the number that Pinnacle has, correct?
Yeah, and that's just what we would consider fair odds for that play.
Right.
It's not necessarily. It's just kind of an estimate of what that would probably be,
right.
And I like going by taking a look at what our average odds are across the board with plays with the books we can get, because this gives you an indication of what value you're getting across the board on the books you can get it on. And at minus 124 and getting it for minus 110, that's pretty good value, because the fair odds are minus 114. But, that's just kind of, who knows if those are exactly the fair odds, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just kind of an idea. It could be, we could be getting even better value than that, comparing it to that. But when you compare it to the average odds,
right,
it really gives you an idea of your value.
I hate to interrupt, but Joey Rappaport has made an appearance. Joey! Where you been? Where the heck you been?
This one's no longer positive EV. Sorry. Oh, or is it? That went away. Yeah, it is still positive EV. That notification appeared that it wasn't, but it must have been a glitch. So Zach LaVine over 2.5 player made threes. He's got to step up tonight. Most books favor it. If not, they're 50-50 on it, like PointsBet. So tremendous play there.
Joey had to take a small break from the books, but he's back. Good.
Yes.
Good. You need to be back, because we're making money off this positive EV stuff, man. You got to jump in. Both feet. Don't be afraid.
All right, I'm going to go to my bet tracker now, show you all the bets that I'm on. I'm not going to go through every one of them. You all can see the screen and kind of look, and these are what I'm on. Mostly beating the closing line value. which I've been doing a pretty good job of lately. And not only that, but we'll continue to scroll and you'll see a lot of wins coming up here shortly. Been really getting some success with. Remember how I told you I was starting out rusty in the NBA?
Yeah.
Well, here you go. We got along a little hot streak to get ourselves back in the positive. So not a down week. Ended up having a winning week because of the hot streak I went on.
Okay.
And you can see here, lots of green, lots of green, lots of green. So,
all right, my turn.
Hold on. No, not your turn.
Yeah, it is.
Bob, no, not yet. I'm going to my dashboard.
Oh, you're going to show that off.
So we are now climbing up. We're almost at 9K total profit, y'all.
I want to see your profit over time. Blow that up. I want to see it.
Well, that's it. That's total profit.
No, I want to see your profit over time.
Oh,
hit the magnifying glass. Hit the magnifying glass. No, I just want the whole thing. But hit the magnifying glass. I want to look at it.
Why?
Because I want to see it up close. Come on, hit the magnifying glass right there.
That's it. That's all time, Bob.
No, the magnifying glass profit.
Profit over time. Oh, you're wanting to go to the chart. Okay.
Yeah, I want to see that. Okay.
Sorry, you're confusing the heck out of me.
Okay. All right.
So there's our profit over time. But anyway, beating the closing line value before Bob sidetracked me. Golly. Man.
Okay.
Beating the closing line value 64% of the time. ROI is at 25%. Lots of pending bets because, guys, I mean, we got NFL and NBA, NHL, a little bit of baseball. Been backing off the baseball here, though. Not going to lie. Been backing off the baseball a little bit lately.
Right.
But, yeah, tremendous stuff. Had a big week. Well, no, had a week that was going to be bad, and we turned it into a positive week. And then we had some tremendous weeks before that. So just continuing to climb on our total profit. And these recommended filters bets for those who have taken a break, like Joey, you go to the positive EV page and we've got these filters and we turn our recommended filters on. And that will give you the best of the best bets.
All right. Stephen Batson says, no, 100% player props tonight. Huh, Mike? No money lines? That is correct. Joey
I'm player prop city tonight.
Joey says Phillies in 5. No, Joey. And let's go Phillies
I've
tonight.
Got futures on the Astros.
My turn.
And
okay, I don't bet as big as Mike. His unit price is bigger.
You need to raise your unit price.
Well, I'll do it when I want to. Okay, I don't have to do it.
Bob, Bob.
No, I don't. Randall and I talked about this the other day. If I can pull this kind of profit with a unit price for $20 and look at the profit over time, baby, that is 27 weeks with only two.
Hey. You're still behind me, though. I'm still in the freaking lead, baby.
In total profit. You are. Which is one of the reasons why your closing line value is higher.
Yeah.
You bet more, okay? So you got to take that into consideration.
So bet more.
I will when I'm ready to, okay? I bet every single one of these bets. I gotta get I don't have a huge bankroll, okay? All right. But you could see positive EV is like $5,300, so that's $6,500. That's huge. All right, let's go to what I hit today. I've actually got a video out for Bowling Green for tomorrow at -4. We've got some hockey bets here. Flyers +1.5 on the puck line tonight. Total goals between Tampa Bay and Ottawa over 6.5. Same thing with the Penguins and the Bruins. I've got player props in there too. And the Dallas Stars on the money line. And when we go down here to the bottom, we hit some stuff this morning. Timberwolves under 57.5 first half team total. The Orlando Magic plus 4.5, and Steph Curry over 26.5 player points, and Kyle Lowry over 5.5 player assists. Jimmy Butler under 23.5 player points. Suns under 115.5 team total. We took Vegas on the money line also. So there you go. There's some bets from today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We try to
where's the hockey plays? Any shots on goal props? Yeah, I got DeBrincat on his over 3.5 player shots on goal. I rolled with that tonight in the Ottawa Tampa game.
I just had them all up there, guys. Let me show you one more time.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything about them, but they're right there. Chris Kreider over 2.5 player shots on goal. Brady Tkachuk over 3.5. Pasternak over 4.5. Pavelski over 3.5. Positive EV plays. Zibanejad, Marchessault, and Kaprizov all over on shots on goal. And my dog is calling me. She wants to go home. She misses her home. She misses her sister. That's what it is. Thank you, Jake, for asking that.
Yes, Jake, thank you. Thank you for that.
Joey,
there you go.
Showing up. Steven, thank you guys for showing up and be a part of the show. We appreciate it. Coco and I are going to go. Let's go Phillies.
Hey, I can't lie. I've got a futures on the Astros. I'd like for them to win, but you can't help but like this Phillies team. They're exciting. They're fun. They're good. But Houston's they get the job done. You got to give them credit.
We're out. See ya.